Scorpio, Sun, Moon, rising, North Node, Venus, even, cross watchers. So where is Scorpio at in your birth chart? Or is it somebody who you're interested that has a Scorpio sun sign? Either way, this is your Scorpio reading for July 2023. We're going to talk about spirituality, family, money, and love. So let's see, what's the energy in July 2023 for spirituality, for Scorpio energies, please and thank you. One card, please. It says Cosmic Womb, the Divine Feminine. Okay. The Divine Feminine coming up for Scorpio in July 2023. It's card number 6. Okay. So your intuition is going to be seeking a lot of attention, I hear. Okay. It's a great time for you to follow that intuition. Okay. It's also time for you to get into your feminine energy. Let's see, how are you feeling? What's your emotional response to this cosmic womb energy? Rejection. Okay. So somewhere you're feeling rejected. Okay, you're not feeling, you don't want to pay attention to what the intuition is saying. You don't want to pay attention to those feelings that you're having. Okay, let's see what's the guidance for you in regards to spirituality. There's some energy of rejection in you that you have not wanted to look at yet, but your life is telling you that you need to. And what's coming out with that is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this is about self-development work. Yeah, they're saying sit with the feeling for a minute so that you can identify why it keeps showing up for you. And from that, you'll be able to create from a different space. There's a desire for you to create differently in your human experience, and it's going to require that you address feelings that you haven't wanted to accept that have been sitting within you. Okay, so let's see, what is the energies regarding family for Scorpio for July 2023. Yeah, going back to the spiritual, I just see like anywhere where you've been feeling rejected, the Spirit is going to show you some things about that to help you transmute that energy. So what's the energy regarding family for Scorpio for July 2023? What's the situation that Scorpio finds in family life for July 2023? Okay, this one wants to come out. It's to slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. So there's this energy of something is taking longer than you thought. Something is slowing down. You could be taking more time to just relax and let things be the way they are for a moment in regards to family. What's your emotional response to this slow down energy? Okay, what's the emotional response to the slow down energy? I even see somebody who's either on bed rest or just sleeping a lot. What's your emotional response to the family situation in July 2023 for Scorpio energy? Okay. Fear, worry, fear. Okay. So you're worried and you're fearsome about things aren't moving fast enough. Things aren't moving fast enough. Somebody is not doing enough. Okay. Feeling these energies like it's not going to happen if I rest. There's a Scorpio energy here who feels like if you're not constantly working on something that it's impossible. Like you have to always be busybody. I'm getting the guidance for you is the Four of Pentacles. I'm hearing it's appreciation for what you have and how far you have come that is important, that you have not given your attention to. Okay, so there's some fear that comes up within you that maybe the situation with family, it was making greater progress at a different time. You've hit kind of a lull. There is a time, you got to recognize there's an ebb and flow in life. So there's a time for more action and then there's a time for more rest. In this situation, there is a time to slow down. Do not let that put fear into you, okay? Because you do have the stability in the family life and you do have it to hold on to. There's also this energy of wanting to slow down a relationship or a situation because of fears of having your heart hurt. So that energy is there. Let's go into money. Let's see what we have in money for Scorpio for July 2023. What's the experience showing up for Scorpio regards to money for July 2023? Scorpio, money, July 2023. Now, I am clearly saying July 2023, but like every other video on this channel, there is still a timeless essence to this video. So if you find it and it's not July 2023, it's for when you're meant to find it. Most of you are looking for July 2023. That's why you're getting this inner child in regards to money, card number 16. So there's some inner child energy that wants to be brought up in regards to money. Some of you are spending some time entertaining your inner child, spending some money entertaining your inner child, or spending some money healing your inner child. I heard all of those things. Let's see what's your emotional response to this money situation. Where are you at? How you feeling about this, Scorpio? Love. Something about how you're bringing your money, is wrapped up into allowing your inner child to flow. I heard the situation in regards to what you do to bring money is a lot more safe feeling than the situations with the people right now. That's interesting. I've never heard that message before, but that's what I'm getting right now, is the way you bring money, or what you do when you bring money, your income resource, is something that feels safer, where you can let your passion flow and your love flow. So I see that you're doing what you love. So let's get some guidance for you regarding money at this time. And some of you, I see like your own, I'm hearing blockages to love. If you're having adverse money effects right now, you want to look at how you're not a lack, this is kind of a harsh word, but the repulsion to love is affecting the money flow for someone here as well. But let's get the guidance for Scorpio energy. Yeah, the moon, look, the past. So if you've been having some hard times for money and you're not feeling like I'm in love with my career and the money comes easy and I love what I do, then there's some inner child wounding that is coming up in. It needs to be addressed. This is how you're going to heal these issues. And it has to do with feeling rejected. I am loved. I am appreciated. I am respected. I am valued. Those are energies and affirmations that could be very assistive for you at this time. Anywhere where you're loving what you do and you get to allow your inner child to play, you're very intuitive. Keep applying your intuition for that money flow. And I'm picking up actually on creative arts. It could be because I'm more inclined to creative arts. So this could just be an example, but it's like when you create your art, your intuition kicks up, and it's like this, where you're experiencing the money flow is coming because I love what I do, and it's and you're highly intuitive. It's like you really connect to your spirit during this time. And some of you, I hear a lot of the inner child wounding that's affecting the family and your spirituality right now can be healed doing these creative arts that you do to bring your income. So somebody here, you're a chef. I'm picking up on the energy of a cook. You cook. It's part of your life, but you love what you do. You pour your love into every meal that you prepare. You love the idea of your customers enjoying the food that you prepare. And it's something about you can be cooking up that healed energy into that intention, into that food, and appreciation and acceptance. They're saying the more you focus there, the more that you'll see the energy open up in your life in the way that you're looking for. So now let's look at the situation regarding love in July 2023 for Scorpio birth chart placements. Let me see. And cross watchers. Yeah. What's the energy here for love? It says trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Somebody has asked you to trust them. There's an experience unfolding that requires your trust in regards to love. Let's go ahead and see, how are you feeling about the situation in love? What is your emotional response to this trust situation that's coming up in love at this time? Are you afraid of your family and the way that they would accept your partner? Maybe they've rejected your partner before, ideation. Yeah, you're like, this looks like a really good idea. I think I can do this. So I see for someone like this whole idea of fear around the family and what you want to hold on to, it could have something to do with this love partner. Some of you are afraid of how your family will respect or accept the one you love. Some of you are nervous because you have this partnership and you're trying to bring trust in, and maybe there's no other family at home, but for you, you're concerned about bringing this person home. You don't want to rush into it. I see that as well. What's the guidance for you in love at this time for Scorpio for July 2023? What's the guidance? This one wants to speak, and it's the High Priestess. The High Priestess is highly receptive, okay? So the guidance, first off, be in the receptive mode in regards to love. Allow them to come to you, and allow yourself to continue to trust your intuition. You know that there's a reason why you desire this situation and why you're being guided to trust. They're saying part of the trust will be in not necessarily telling all your secrets, but in allowing this person to learn you a little at a time is what I'm hearing. Allow them to learn you a little at a time, and pay attention to what your intuition is saying when you're around this person, and while you're navigating the relationship. You know, don't begin to put your intuition on the back burner. That would not be healthy for you. There's something here about a person who is appreciating your presence very much, whether this is in family or in romance. And I just see like you're learning to appreciate the love and acceptance, but there's this past experience where your heart has been hurt in the past because you were rejected. Let's go ahead and pull a spiritual AF card. What's the most valuable guidance you have for Scorpio for July 2023, please and thank you, that will assist in all this? What is the most valuable guidance we can offer? Here we go. When you are wrong, admit it. When you are right, be quiet. Okay. Just say yes to fessing up or shutting up as the situation warrants. You'll be all around way more likable to everyone, including yourself. If you need to keep a list of all the times you were absolutely right, just be sure to burn it before you die so you don't ruin the illusion for everyone. Okay. So there's something here about you know a lot more about experiences than what you're letting on, or you've been telling a lot of truth that people aren't willing to handle and they reject that truth. Maybe you know a lot spiritually and you're on a deep path of spiritual transformation, and that's not something that others find it easy to accept. I heard you're not in charge of how they accept it, and that's not your problem. And you don't have to prove yourself right to everyone. So there's this situation in love. You have this beautiful way or idea about how this love can unfold. Yeah, this is something that you designed for yourself, but there's also something here about, you know, they don't have to understand things the way you understand it. That's your understanding. You don't have to convince everybody of your rightness. Okay, you don't have to get everybody on the same bandwagon. Everybody doesn't have to be, you just have to simply be walking the same direction at a similar pace in order to go together. Okay, now there's something here in the family too, like maybe when you talk about these spiritual truths that you know, the family, you trigger their fears. Okay, you're afraid to tell them because you're afraid of their responses. Maybe your family comes from a very mainstream and traditional religious background, and so you're afraid to tell them your thoughts, and so you know you're holding back. Yeah, maybe you don't need to tell them. So grandma's a staunch Catholic and you're into moving energy and the laws of the universe, and grandma's going to tell you, and you already know what grandma's going to tell you because she's been dead set in her ways for 84 years or however many years of age she has. You don't have to tell grandma everything. You can just, if you really understand the laws of the universe, and you can love her just where she's at. You have a partner who respects you and who trusts you and who you trust, but there's some ideas that they don't understand spiritually, and you just want everybody to get it because you get it. The laws of the universe are real. You shouldn't talk that way. Okay, that's all good and fine. However, there's this energy here about just because you get it, they don't get it. You don't have to push it on them. You don't want to turn into the same as the religious fanatics who well, I'm right, you're wrong, you need to do things my way, otherwise we're going to make you pay for that. We don't want to turn into those type of people just because we do have this awareness. As a matter of fact, the level of consciousness that I'm talking about here would not do that, because that would be contrary to the overall goal in the end place, which is love and peace and happiness. If you're drawn to hear these messages, that's the overall goal. And so, it's not about convincing everybody that they're wrong and you're right. It's not about that. If that has been affecting your life, now is a good time for you to just allow them to be where they are, see the level of consciousness that they're at, see your level of consciousness, and know that they're unfolding in their perfect place, in their perfect time, just like you did. Because there was a time when you didn't know what you know, and you gathered information and accepted the information as you were ready for. You can't force it onto them just because you love them. Yeah. And so I see like you're spending some time July 2023 really creating something in regards to your finances. Some of you, the money readings aspect here, where we have the inner child, the love, and the moon, I see somebody who is either you circulating finances toward or receiving their finances from a situation that helps with children. It could be child counseling, creative arts for children, some sort of therapy or something like that. Or is it just that you have children at home and, there's some sort of way that you're receiving income from being home, taking homeschooling children, daycare situations, something like that. You love what you do. And one of the things that I heard that you love about it is you're able to get your hands on, this is not the best choice of words, but this is what I heard, on the feeble mind and help contribute to it for life formative and transformative information that helps evolve their consciousness at a much earlier stage of life. So that's another thing that I'm seeing here in the Scorpio energy. So I see Scorpios who are working in some sort of capacity. Now, when I say children and youth, this could be spiritual youth. Some of you, this isn't physically youth by their physical age. This is people who are young in consciousness, but are ripe and ready to receive the deeper things that you know. Okay, if this benefits you, okay, this benefits you and it benefits them. I heard this is how you like to be of service. But then there's others in your personal life, and they're showing me, Jesus was rejected in his hometown. So there's others in your physical life, like your family, and you're used to being rejected. I hear you're used to being rejected. You're used to being rejected by them. But what I get is you've been butting your head up against the wall with these ones, trying to get them to see and understand and accept you. They said, just accept them where they are. How could you expect them to accept you if you can't accept them? Well, because they're wrong, because they're limiting themselves, because they're self-sabotaging themselves with their ideas. Okay, that might be true, but that's where their consciousness is. Respect is only gotten when it's given. If you can't give them the respect to appreciate where they're at, what makes you think they're going to respect where you're at? If that's as much as their consciousness is able to consume, adopt, receive, and believe at this time, there's this energy of just accepting them and allowing them to be where they're at. Because what's happening with you is you're getting yourself in a cross current energy, because now you're looking at being rejected by these ones all the time. You're building an energy of rejection. Well, I'm not accepted. Nobody understands me, blah, blah, blah. You're building all that, and that's self-sabotaging to you. Why is that happening? Because your focus is on they're self-sabotaging themselves because they don't know what they're doing. Let me fix them. There's something wrong with them. No. Just like when you were there was nothing wrong with you. You just had some self-development work to do. They just have some self-development work to do. Nobody could tell you when and how to do it. You had to figure that out on your own. Likewise, they will have to figure this out on their own. The best thing you can do is appreciate the parts and aspects of them that you do appreciate, and focus more on your own spiritual development, growth, and awareness, your own consciousness. How can you be more present in the energy of love and peace and happiness, even if your ideas and theirs don't mix? Because apparently these are people that you're not going to get rid of. These are people that are going to be constant with you. These are people that are parts of the essentials in your life that you don't have no future outlook of letting go of. So you got to find your way to be at peace and love with them, and the idea of where they're at, knowing that if you can accept them and love them where they're at, that's watering growth there. And the growth that will happen naturally. What we don't want to continue is this energy of restriction and rejection and control. So this is what I have for you, Scorpio. For more in-depth personal, go to my website, order your personal. We'll get it in right away. And if this is it for you today, that's fine. Just keep coming back for more. There's more free content loaded up here every time. Definitely check out the general readings in the Download in Tarot in the Shadow series. Until next time, thank you for your love donations. Thank you for giving this video a thumbs up and for your subscriptions. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. And I'm out.